The first example is y equals to ln twice x. So it is going to be the same as y equals to ln x. The only difference is that it's going to cut the x-axis at the reciprocal of the coefficient, which is half. So this will be 1 by 2. The next one is y equals to twice ln x. This is going to have no effect whatsoever. The picture is going to be exactly the same and it is going to pass through the point 1. If it was y equals to thrice ln x, 4 ln x, 5 ln x, the picture would be the same. It would have no visible effect. The next one is y equals to ln of x plus 1. That means the picture would be shifted towards the left by 1 unit. So this would be, so previously the vertical asymptote was underneath the y-axis. Now it would be over here, minus 1. So this is minus 1. And previously it cut the x-axis at 1. So if it shifted towards the left, it would pass through the origin like this. And it would become parallel, so it would be like this. Now let's do something a little bit more difficult. Now the first one, what we have to do over here, when you have, instead of x plus or minus another number where the graph is shifted towards the left or right, here we have a number subtract x. Here what we have to think of this is, if you take the minus common, it looks like this, minus x minus 4. This is what it looks like. So it is ln of minus. So when you have a function that is f of minus x, it's reflection on the y-axis. So let's do this step by step. So originally we have y equals to ln x. So that picture looks like this, passes through 1. Now when you have y equals to ln of minus x, we have to give absolute value because logarithm cannot be negative. So then in that case, the sketching would be reflection on the x-axis, a reflection on the y-axis. So this would be minus 1. So this is a rough idea of the shape. It's going to look like this. But what would happen when we are having minus x plus 4? So minus x plus 4. So the best thing to do over here is to find out ourselves where does it cut the x-axis and where does it cut the y-axis. So at the x-axis, y equals to 0. So ln of 4 minus x equals to 0. Therefore, we know this is log base e. So 4 minus x equals to e to the power 0. And that turns out to be 1. Therefore, 4 minus 1 equals to x. Therefore, x equals to 3. So the sketching is going to cut the x-axis at the point 3. And at the y-axis, x equals to 0. So y equals to ln of 4 minus 0. So ln 4 is going to cut the y-axis at the point ln 4. So now we can sketch this. So this is going to be, so it's going to cut the x-axis at the point 3 over here, and it's going to cut the y-axis at the point ln 4 over here, and the shape is going to be like this, reflection on the y-axis. This is going to be the shape. So that means the asymptote is going to be this one at 4. So when you have a logarithmic sketch like this, the best thing to do is figure out where does it cut the x-axis and where does it cut the y-axis. Now the next one is comparatively simpler. What we have to do, again, let's start with the basic type. So if we start with y equals to ln x, the picture looks like this. So parallel to the asymptote, and this passes through the point 1. So when we have y equals to ln x plus 2, what happens? The picture shifts by 2 unit towards the left. So the asymptote, instead of 0, it would be here minus 2, and it is going to cut the x-axis at the point. So previously it was 1, so it would be 1 unit, 0, then minus 1. So it's going to cut the x-axis at the point minus 1. But now we are having another transformation. It is plus 3. That means the entire picture is moving upwards. Now if the entire picture moves upwards, what's going to happen is wherever it cut before the y-axis, it's going to go like this, and it is going to be at a new point. It's going to cut both the x-axis and the y-axis at a new point. So we have to figure out what's going on. After we know the shape, we have to figure out where is exactly cutting the x-axis and y-axis. So we can write at y equals to 0, ln x plus 2 plus 3 equals to 0. So ln x plus 2 equals to minus 3. Therefore, x plus 2 equals to e to the power minus 3. Therefore, x equals to e to the power minus 3 minus 2. So it is cutting the x-axis at the point e to the power minus 3 minus 2. And at x equals to 0, we can write y equals to 3 plus ln 2. So this is the value of y. So we can sketch this. Remember, the final transformation of ln something plus 3 is a vertical shift. So the asymptote is going to be the same. So the asymptote is going to be minus 2. And this is going to be the shape. So it cuts the x-axis at the point e to the power minus 3 minus 2. And it cuts the y-axis at the point 3 plus ln 2. That's it.